First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Goff. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Goff. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
We always knew that 2022 was going to be something of a write-off year for Williams, who was recovering from a torn ACL. But he did play some snaps late and teased Lions fans with his lone catch, a 41-yard touchdown. They believe, and so does he, that the show begins this season.
Value 3, value 3.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Obama.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Throwing now is Geno. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll get this up past past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing. Here's Ken Walker. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Well, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on fourth down to punt this one away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. Back to throw. Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. come up 2nd and 7.
Hell, you won. 14. 14.
Now it's gone. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That is caught by Laporta. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Geno. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
13 next, 13 next. 13 next. No ball, no ball.
Now Geno on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Alex Anzalone coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
13 next, 13 next.
Throwing is Smith.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Goff on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Tiger.
To the air again. Goff. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
We go. 76. 76. 11. Maverick. Turbo set.
Goff now looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one out.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
From his goal line here, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Super.
Now Goff. Goes to Laporta right side. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Badgley's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The final shot here before break. Smith. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Aleem McNeil able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Taken right around the 44. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Well, you won. What's that?
Gibbs straight ahead. And he stopped immediately there. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
17.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Goff. Throwing left side, it's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to add on to that lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Lions 31, Seahawks 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves them with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This a 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibbs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Starting to look like this
this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Brian Branch with it. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Boye Mafe got through the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Another run for Gibbs here. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Maverick!
Hand off now to Gibbs. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. He got 29 yards that time.
First down, Seattle.
53.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing now is Gino. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. And they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop to